a motherfucking diva.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Alexus Rebecca. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Stay a while, don't be shy. Hit the subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, supporting. I love y'all. So we're gonna do not even a Q&A, just like a chit chat. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram weeks ago because I said I was gonna film like an updated just girl chat Q&A. So thank you guys always for asking me questions, interacting. And the real ones know, if y'all watch my vlogs, I literally filmed this last week. I don't know what happened. My memory card just said fuck me, and now we're here trying to film it again. So let's get into it. It's Friday night and I'm in the house. Why not just film a video? You know, I got a little glass of, what is this, Moscato? This is a Moscato. Moscato's pink. I don't know, this wine been in the fridge for like 2 weeks now, but got some wine. And let's get into it. Y'all asked me tons of questions and just topics, so I'm just probably gonna be ranting for most of the time, but cheers to that. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. Okay, so let's start off with what is your love language? Love your videos. Thank you, sis. So I've realized my love language is literally like all of them. I can honestly say I love sense of touch. Like when it comes to my boyfriend, like I have to hug him a million times a day. I have to like touch him, like when we're laying in the bed together, like we're playing footsies. I love to be touched, held, hugged. Gifts, I love gifts. I love being surprised. I love that. What else? There's 5. The only one I will say that I don't like need, and I wouldn't like put that on my list, is quality time, because I like to spend a lot of time alone. So I do like, you know, some quality time, but most of the time I'm like, all right, like I need my space. Like, you know, like I don't mind being alone, but all the other ones, touch, I'm thinking of the senses. The senses and the love language. Let me look at love languages. Okay, acts of service. Yes, I love when you cook for me, makes breakfast. I love that. Physical touch, like I said, I need that. Gifts, love it. Words of affirmation. I love words of affirmations. You're doing great. I'm proud of you. You're beautiful. I love to hear that. But like I said, the only one that I don't really, not that I don't care about, but quality time. Like, quality time. I don't know, it's bad, but it is what it is. How can I get a caring man without having to demand for it? Girl, wait. Okay, caring man, like caring, thoughtful, without having to demand for it. In a relationship, whether it be just starting out or whether you've been in the relationship, I don't think you should have to demand for anything. Like, I feel like you kind of scope the person out on the first few dates, you know, within the first month, 2 months, you can kind of tell him what you like, and after that, like if he's not showing up for you in the way that he needs you to show up for him, you cannot demand actions. You cannot demand him to care or step up to the plate or plan dates or, you know, do something super thoughtful for your birthday. Like you can't really demand that out of a person, a man, a woman, whatever. It's just kind of who they are and how they want to show up for you in the relationship. So if they're not doing that, I don't know if he's gonna be like they're just not the person for you. They wouldn't be the person for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I like a caring person, plan dates, do cute stuff. Like, I love all of that. So if you're not doing that for me, you're not really showing me you care, or you're, you know, putting as much effort into the relationship that I am, it's kind of done. Like, you can't demand, don't demand anything. Don't demand it. And don't ask, honestly, asking more than once is begging. We're not begging in relationships, friendships, none of that. Honestly, they're gonna show you who they are. And if it's not it, if it doesn't work for you, don't be scared to cut it off. Bye, sorry, this just isn't working. And that's fine. And that's fine. How are you liking your new place house tour? This is my first sit down video in my new place, so hey y'all. The house tour, you must have not watched Vlogmas, because there was a house tour day 1 of Vlogmas. So go back, that was back in December. It's a real big place, okay? So don't ask, and there's someone else who asked, are you fully furnished yet? Girl, absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. I will say, it's about 60% furnished, only because, you know, he had stuff from his apartment, I had stuff from my first apartment. This is literally my whole setup for my first apartment. And then we had stuff from when we lived together. So we did have a lot of furniture. He has a whole room with all his stuff in it. We have a guest room that's fully furnished and everything, so that's all good. But we're still missing a dining room. I still haven't done my bedroom all the way. We have a lot to do. And furnishing a house, if you've ever furnished a house, it is coins, okay? When I moved down here 2.5 years ago, and I moved into my first little 1-bedroom apartment, I remember I had it furnished super quick because it was a 1-bedroom. And I remember I spent probably more than 10, like not even being dramatic, I spent over $10,000 to fully furnish that apartment. So when it comes to an entire townhouse, 3 stories, 3 bedrooms, bathrooms, like it is going to take some time, because honestly, I want to get more quality furniture that's going to last me a long time. So I don't want to go on Amazon. Not that Amazon doesn't have good stuff, and Wayfair. I want to get good quality pieces. Dining room tables, dining room chairs. I have a whole sunroom that I have to, it's just a lot. You just stress me. Actually, that question just stressed me out, because if you know anything about me, I love things to be done. Like, I like it to be decorated, done, but I had to learn as I grew up and started moving up into bigger apartments. Girlfriend, it takes people years to furnish their apartments, let alone houses. So catch me in the summertime, and then I think we should be about 85% done. I'm not even promising like a full thing, and I do want to do a full house tour though, because I'm going to put a lot of work into it. So, and then everything, oh, I'm going to be chatting, oh my god. And then I want to make sure that everything I buy for this apartment, well, I'm sorry, not apartment, this house, I can take into the house that we actually build. We actually want to build a house and have it as our own, because we're just renting this place. This isn't our, like, we didn't buy this house. This is not our house. So I don't want to put too much work into it. Like, I've already painted some of the walls and stuff, and I have to like really chill, because girl, this is not your place. I'll change out all the light fixtures, and there's really no point because it's not permanent, but we'll see. That was a lot. That was a mouthful, girl. This video gonna be long because I can talk. And then we can go into this one really quick. How did you decide you were ready to live with your boyfriend after living alone? How did I decide that? Because I did enjoy living alone. I liked time with myself. But the thing was, I was literally always at his place, or he was always at mine. Like, we went and spent a night in our own places, and we're like, you know what, we're always together. I feel like we would get along good. I feel like, you know, people think differently on this topic. I feel like it's important to live with someone before you marry them, but that's just my opinions. Everyone, I've talked about this on my YouTube channel before, and of course we have some we not doing that till we married. That's fine, but I wanted to test the waters. I need to see if we can get along. I need to see, you know, the responsibilities that we're gonna take on. So and it's worked out great. I love it. You know, we get on each other's nerves, but now that we have an even bigger house now, if he gets on my nerves or if I get on his nerves, guess what? I literally don't even have to see you for the rest of the day. You're on my nerves today. I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna film a video in my little girl space. I'm gonna go to the bedroom. He can come to his man cave. I ain't gonna see you. Like, that's another thing. When you're gonna move in with a significant other, I knew right away, like, we couldn't live in a 1-bedroom together. 2-bedroom was even pushing it, because it was just on like 1 floor. So we knew we had to get like a bigger, like, townhouse deal, so we can both have our own space. And then someone else asked me why we don't sleep together. Why does Monte have his own room? We sleep together every single night. And like I said, I think it's a blessing that we can actually spread out. He can have his own man cave, and I have my own area that I can film videos and do chit chats or whatever in, because who wants to be on top of each other? So but I will say he has his own bathroom, like, but he can't stand my hair. Like, when I do my hair and there's hair everywhere, he can't stand it. He thinks it's disgusting. So I was like, okay. We did that in our last apartment. I have my own bathroom that I do everything in. He has his own bathroom. He has his own closet. We don't share a closet, because why? Like, we can spread out. It's just 2 of us. So yeah, I don't know where you got the idea that we don't sleep together. We sleep together every single night, but he has his own space and I have mine, and it's a blessing. Thank God. I think that's what really makes it work. Because if we were on top of each other in one bedroom, I would rip my hair out. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do this.
No.
I'm sure we'd make it work, but we're blessed to have space. How to move on when the sex is the best you've ever had. Now we getting into steaks. But that's important. I feel like that's an important topic because why does sex from some men have our women in a chokehold and in bad relationships and in toxic relationships just for the sex? I'm sorry, it's just not enough. Like, you have to really wrap your brain around, like do you just want to have good sex for the rest of your life and nothing else? Like a shitty partner, he cheats, emotionally unavailable, like he's not the one you really want your, cause sex, girl, is it that good? I'm not saying it's not that good, but is it that good? I know sex is important, okay? When it's in a relationship, sex is important. You gotta put it down, okay? But I feel like if it's attached to the wrong person, a toxic relationship, a bad man, I feel like we've all been, I've been there in a relationship where the sex is good, but everything else is kind of like, this is not worth it. Like, this is trash. Like, and that's where my thought process had to get to. Like, girl, what are you doing? This is stupid. Like, for me personally, I need more than just sex. Like, I'm past that age. I'm 26 now. Like, what are we gonna do after we have sex? Like, what else? Like, what else do you have to offer? What else is this relationship? We're just gonna have sex for the rest of our lives? I want more for you because we've all been there, but it's just, it gets old, I would say, because it's like, it's unfulfilling. And that's my opinion on that. Move on. I think my best friend's crushing on my ex, Sneaky Link. Why do you think that? Why didn't you really give me the tea so I could really sit here and talk about it? I don't know what you mean by this. Like, I don't know. I need some backstory, babes, but I wish we could get into it. Maybe next video we can get into like some what would Lex do's, some scenarios. I really enjoy those. I really enjoy those talks. But a lot of people also want to know, because I just went to Brazil, and you guys always ask this question, like, how do you put together your itineraries? Like, how do you plan your travel? And I put a lot of work into planning like my itinerary and travels, but it's not, you know, it's not something I need a professional for. I've been asked if I have like a travel planner, which would make everything easy and seamless and smooth, and I would only recommend, I wouldn't say I only recommend that. It costs money, so if you have the extra money to go ahead and you don't have time, of course hire a travel planner. But I would definitely, if I ever did like a group trip with more than like 5 or 6 people, I would definitely get a travel planner to take the stress off of trying to do 6 different people and putting together an itinerary. That's a lot. But for me, I was gonna make a separate video all about how I plan trips, but I feel like that's just not, like, people, my audience won't really care about that. So I'm just gonna answer it in this video. I just do my research. I go on YouTube. If I'm going to Hawaii next week, I'm gonna look up Hawaii vlogs, look at the coolest ones. I usually go for, you know, the black people, like the black couples, like the young people, and I like to see what they did in their vlogs. And if they did something cool, I will watch the whole vlog. If it's an hour-long vlog, I'm watching everything. I want to see what you did, what you ate, where you went, what hotel you stayed at, what resort. I want to see everything. And then I just take notes and I start, you know, jotting down however many vlogs I have to get like a gist of what's there to do. And then I'll also Google main attractions in that city. What are some things to do in Hawaii? What beaches do I need to go to? What are the best restaurants? I'll just Google it. It's just, everything's a Google search, a YouTube vlog, and a TikTok away. You just have to have the time to do the research, and then also, like, you know, figure out the language, and you just get a lot of information from watching videos. Just like from going to Brazil, I knew a lot of information before we even went. The exchange currency, I knew that the language barrier was gonna be a problem. Like, if I didn't do my research, I would have been really like, oh damn, no one speaks English. Damn, you know, where am I gonna change over money? I don't know. I would never go to a country like completely blind. You should always know like just the basics about the country, about the people, about how they move. Definitely when you're going to like Middle Eastern, I've have never been to any Middle Eastern countries yet when it comes to like if you have to be modest or not, or how you have to be dressed, or you know, if you can be more westernized, like all that stuff. You just have to do your research. But all I do, just like a lot of you do, is just go on YouTube, find a vlog. TikTok has like actually been my favorite lately because it's super simple and straight to the point. It's just like a search engine, just like Google. Search whatever you need and you will find it, and you'll find a plethora of whatever it is. So do with that information what you will, but if I can plan a full itinerary for 2 people in a few days, you can do the same thing, okay? It's just, it takes some time and research, but it's worth it. I enjoy doing it. What was your first job? Y'all want to know about my job history? Okay, like why not? I got time, you got time. This one is really nasty. I bought this because I made a pasta, and you know some pastas call for wine, and I always hate putting the wine in the pasta because I just always just omit the wine, because why are we doing that? But anyway, I don't like that one. Whatever it is, I don't like that. Okay, so one thing about me, I've always been a hard-working woman. I remember I was 14 years old and I wanted a job. So my mom was like, I think some places hire when you're 15, like they start hiring. So don't you know, I was on a search. I feel like I'm yelling. Is it the line? I was on a search for who would hire me at 15 years old, and it was Eaton Park. It's like almost like a Denny's in Pittsburgh. I think they have them in Pittsburgh and surrounding areas. And as soon as I turned 15, I applied. That was when they had paper applications. I went up, hi, can I have an application? And when I tell you, that was the only place that would hire, other than, I think it was like one other place in my city, but that was the only place that would hire you at 15. So when I tell you, I might have called them every week for probably like 4 weeks until they hired me. Hi, my name is Alexus. I put in an application a few weeks ago. I just wanted to know if you guys were hiring. They'd be like, oh, we'll get back to you. I'm calling again. Like I said, I called and called and called. And so they were finally like, okay, you can come in for an interview. And I was hired. So that was my first job. It was like a Denny's. I was a hostess at 15 years old. And I started making my own money. I got my license. And from there, I worked at Sbarro, the pizza place in the mall. I worked at Sbarro. I worked at a plethora of restaurants. I worked at Hooters all through college. That got me through college, and I made some money. Oh, a little picture from my Hooters days. That was good. That was a good time. I worked at Outback Steakhouse in college. I worked at another steakhouse. Like I said, I've always been a working girl. Like, I need my own money. I need it. Okay, so I was never afraid to work. And then when I graduated, I worked physical therapy for a little bit at a physical therapy clinic, and then I wanted to be a flight attendant, and I got hired at United. That didn't really work out, so I went to customer service at an electric company, and now I'm here. So I have an extensive work history. Okay, for anyone wondering, I didn't just hop on YouTube one day, never had a job. No, okay, I was working. Did I have everything? I think, yeah, I only worked in restaurants. Yeah, I worked restaurants my whole working career. Wow, I just noticed that. Am I missing anything? Oh no, I did. I was like a CNA, a personal care aide. Like I took care of old people and like gave them their medicine and cooked for them. It was one old guy that I used to take care of. His name was Leonard. Just me and my boss. Lenny the boss. He's my best friend, that ass. I think he probably passed on now. He was like in his 70s, and that was back in college. And they were mentally ill, and I used to like, you know, like take him to the bathroom and shower him and everything. That was the one job I actually enjoyed, like taking. He was so sweet and old, and I took care of him. But anyway, that is my job history that no one asked for. Only one person asked for. I'm sure y'all was just like, girl, we don't care. Woo! Now y'all asking about my eyebrows again. Hey beautiful, I'm in love with your eyebrows. How did you maintain your eyebrows? I did not maintain them. I was just on the phone with my girlfriend today. Like, it's been over 2 years since I got my eyebrows microbladed, and they've only faded a little bit. Like, I wonder when they're gonna start like actually fading so I can get them. I don't know if I want to get them redone or just let my natural brows come back in, but I had very sparse natural brows. They were real light. So I don't know, microblading might be the thing I do for the rest of my life, just because I like waking up and having brows. I used to, like, they used to be very, very light. I used to have to fill them in every day. Microblading changed my life, and she's got a lot better since when I first went to her. So I'm gonna maybe just leave her name up here, because people always ask, girl, your brows look good. This is her Instagram. You can check her out. She doesn't really speak much English, but she knows how to do some brows. How did your boyfriend prove to you that he was worth your time and you choosing him every day? Because dating is hard and you guys experience so much together and it's so genuine. He wanted me for a while, okay? Like, if you know our story, like, he had his eye on me for quite some time. Throughout college, I had a whole different situation going on. He had a whole different situation, but it was always like, okay, I got my eye on her. He said, I watched you grow in college. Like, but he really did. I think we met like my sophomore year of college, and he followed me all the way to like graduated and moved back home and everything. Like, he was just lurking like in the background waiting for me to give up on that old situation, and I finally did. And that is when he stepped in. He was like, all right, like, it's time for me to step up, show her what I'm about. And he really stepped. Like, he stepped. Like, it wasn't no normal, like, that's why I'm so big on, like, if a guy is not stepping up for you and like showing that he cares and that he wants you, then dead it. Like, dead the situation, because there are men who will really step up and show you, like, listen, I want this spot. And that's how he like stepped, like, I want this spot. He was taking me on trips, flying me out, just wanted to spend time with me, wanted to see me. Our first few months together, he took me to Cabo, yacht, Dior. Like, it was just, he like really stepped, okay? Like, he knew that he needed to solidify his spot and quick, because your girl was the hot, and still am a hot commodity, okay? Like, don't ever forget that about yourself. You are a hot commodity. Like, make sure he's coming correct. So he did. And that was the end of that. That's why I'm saying, like, don't ever second guess yourself when it comes to a guy stepping up to show you that he really wants you. You should never have to force him. It should be pretty apparent. Like, you shouldn't have to second guess yourself. Does he like me? Why is he not calling me? Like, why is he not texting my phone? Why is he not being consistent with me? Girl, if he like really wants to step up to the plate and show you that he deserves a spot, you won't ever have to second guess it. Period. Shaving versus waxing. Which one do you think is better? Which one do you think is better? Honestly, I don't, and I only can say this because I don't get a ton of ingrown hairs and stuff. I know when people have like really curly hair or coarse hair, when they shave, like, they get like a ton of shaving bumps and razor bumps, so they might choose waxing over shaving. Me, I don't really have that problem because my hair is so fine. So if I shave, it's fine. Like, it's normal. I get a really close shave. It's soft and bald. I mean, it's not as like soft and like bald as a Brazilian. You know, it's a difference, but it's still like, it's good. And I don't have to shave a lot. And I just started hair laser. In a few, we won't be with Metro anymore. We will be straight with hair laser removal. Okay, so I've been doing that. This is my second session, and I got my bikini and my underarms. Just look into it. It's not that pricey, and I feel like it's so worth it. I'm only on my second session. I have seen a lot of difference. I would say laser is better than shaving and waxing, but shaving over waxing for me, because shaving doesn't cause side effects for me, and I don't like the in-between of waxing. When you have to let the hair grow out and you're kind of bushy down there for a while. I just like to be bald all the time. So shaving, quick 1-2, I'm done every other night or so, and you know, it's clean, it's nice, I like it. And while we're talking about like vaginas and stuff, do you still use the Bork Life suppositories? Yes, like I swear, but I haven't had to use one in a while because I just haven't, like, I just know I haven't had to use one in a while, but I live by these things. If you have like yeast infections, if you're like smelly down there, if your pH has been thrown off by semen or the food you're eating or anything, like, they saved my life. And BV, for the girlies who get BV, I haven't gotten that. I only had it one time in college. But it was the worst thing I think I ever had. It was so smelly and just the worst thing. If I would have knew about Boric Life suppositories back in college, it would have saved me like a mound. And I had it for, I'm talking too much. But I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know what it was, so I had it for like 2 weeks and I just thought it was like a yeast infection and it would go away. Girl, no. But anyway, long story short, yes, I still use them. I live by them. If I ever need them, they're right in my bathroom. Yeah, so if you need them, they work. You know, I swear by them. When you decide to have kids, are you going to be one and done or want more? I don't know, because I've never been through that process yet. Like, I say I want 2, 3 kids. I actually want 2 kids. But if I go through pregnancy and knock on wood, I ain't got no wood, and I have a terrible pregnancy and it's the worst ever and birth hurts so bad, I really might not want to have another child. But if it's a smooth sailing and I was in labor for 30 minutes and the pregnancy, I have no cravings and I wasn't throwing up, it might be different. I might want 5 kids. Like, it really depends on how my first experience was. But I know they're not all the same. Like, you might have had a great experience the first time and it was terrible for your second and third, or vice versa. It was really bad, but the second and third were, you know, smooth sailing. I don't know. I don't know yet, because I have not been through it. I can't wait. Did I just say I can't wait? That's how you know I'm getting older, because like 2 years ago I'd have been like, nah, I need 6 more years. But now I'm kind of like, am I ready? Like, I might be ready, because I would love to take y'all with me through everything. That would be so fun. But we're just gonna focus on, you know, our health journey and getting a dog first, and then we'll talk about that a little later. Your fave YouTubers to watch. That's the thing. Someone asked me who's my favorite YouTubers to watch, and I don't really watch YouTube. Like, if it's not for like research purposes, when I'm like wanting to travel somewhere, I don't really hang out on YouTube, because I feel like YouTube's the office. Like, you know, when you go into the office and, you know, you have people around, I feel like, you know, once I upload, I kind of stay off of it. I don't know if that's a good, because you can get a lot of good ideas from other creators and people who edit differently, and I feel like there's a lot to learn from other creators. So maybe if, okay, so you tell me who y'all favorite creators are. I like funny, I like lifestyle, maybe finance. Like, who are your favorite travel? I love me a good travel vlog. Who are your favorite creators on YouTube? And maybe I can start to actually watch like other YouTubers. I truly don't. I used to when I was working my desk job. That's how I used to get through my workday, watching YouTube. But now that I don't really like need YouTube to help my day go past, I kind of just stay off of it until I need it. When you started YouTube, was it hard to promote yourself with the following you had? I can't remember exactly what the following I had was. But I think I had like 15,000 followers, so I didn't have like a small, I had like a nice sized audience. So it wasn't difficult to promote myself, because like I do now. I actually feel like I promoted myself more because I was hungrier to grow at the beginning stages. So I would post on Twitter, I would put my link to a new video, I would post on my story. Long story short, no, it wasn't hard to promote myself. I just did it like the same as I do now, if not more at the beginning, because that's when you really want to get yourself out there. You're first starting a channel. Hey guys, look what content I have. Like, I would actually recommend like going really hard, posting on every single social media that you have. If you have TikTok, promote your YouTube. If you have Twitter, promote it. If you want to put like a little snippet on your story or on your page, do it. Like, go hard for yourself. That's what I actually need to start doing more. I feel like I don't promote like my new videos. Like, I'll put it on my story, just like a little link, hey, like new video. But there's girlies who like really promote their videos, as you should. Like, you put your hard work into it, you filmed it, you edited it, you took all your time to do it. Like, why not promote it? Don't be scared to promote yourself. And I'm going to take that same advice. So like I said, I kind of just don't anymore. I kind of like, I have the audience I have, but I could be so much bigger if I actually like, hey, new video, like really post it like on my page and stuff. So do that. Don't be like me, especially if you're starting out. Post your shit, promote your shit, promote yourself. You're gonna be your biggest fan. Like, you have to do that. Ha 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 ha. I feel like I've been here for a while, but I feel like it's still not long enough, but I'm getting hungry. How difficult was the process of getting a townhouse? Like I said, we didn't buy this house. This is not our house, we're renting. But even the process of renting, and I talked about it in a video, was so extremely, for whatever reason, was so difficult. It's like the landlords were not fucking with us. Like, we both have good credit, we both have good rental histories, so I wasn't understanding, because it was so competitive. I will say that a lot of people are living in Atlanta, a lot of people want to move here, and we wanted something modern and new. So we would stalk websites, you know, for new postings. When we see something, we love it. And especially when it's like a private landlord, they get to sift through the applicants and see, you know, who they like, who they don't. We're a young couple, so I do feel like we were discriminated against. I'm just being honest. Like, I do feel like we're a young couple, we're a black couple. We had a lot of Asian landlords, owners that we ran into, a lot of white. And I feel like they were discriminatory towards us because, for example, we applied to a place, we both had our name on it. It was good rental history, we had good credit. And when we got denied, we're kind of like, okay, so why were we denied? And they said it was for my my criminal history. And I'm like, okay, I have a DUI from college when I was 21. I had a DUI from 5 years ago. So I was like, okay, this is weird. And why would I get denied for a DUI? Bitch, I'm trying to, like, I'm not. It was crazy. So I feel like we did go through like a little bit of discrimination when it came to a lot of the house, not a lot, but some of the places that we applied for. It just is what it is. I guess that wasn't meant to be. Those places weren't meant to be. We found a nice modern house with a landlord who is not racist. Because, I mean, it is what it is. It's 2022. We both know it's still out here. So anyway. Hey girl, I love your channel. By the way, has any celebrities hit you up in your DM trying to holla? Yeah, girl. I mean, they do that. That's what they do. But I am happily taken, so none of them get any responses. They be thirsty, and it be some with girlfriends, and they be out of pocket. Okay, they be out of pocket. But okay, I'm getting hungry. All I had today was a little piece of mahi and rice. It's 11 o'clock. I need to go. This wine, that little glass of wine, that's how you know my stomach is empty, because why am I tipsy? But anyway, I will make more of these. I hope it's like long when I go to edit it. If it's like 20 minutes, I'm literally gonna cry. We'll see. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next vlog. And I'll make more of these. Get ready with me, girl chat. I miss these, like sitting down in an intimate setting, just you and I talking about girly things and life and everything. All right, let me get going. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.